Today's horoscope from Astro Academy, Aries, February 2, 2025. Uranus has just turned direct after almost 5 months of retrograde motion. This turnaround increases your confidence in bringing innovative ideas to your work or your health and wellness pursuits. It's also strong for communication, learning, and connecting, especially with a new moon in an area of your solar chart ruling these things just behind you. Expecting the unexpected when it comes to daily routines and schedules comes more easily now, while in recent months, you may have often felt the victim of chaotic schedules. It's time to roll with the punches and make things work for you. Minor challenging aspects today can be a little troublesome, however, as they can emphasize diverging needs. The sun is currently spotlighting your need to reach out, connect, and mingle. On the other hand, Venus and Neptune are traveling through your home and family sector, and some of your greatest pleasures are simple, comfortable, and familiar. As the sun heads toward a clash with Venus and Neptune, you can be in a vague state of dissatisfaction. Do your best to divide your time well, which involves going all in with whatever you're doing. The only thing you can ultimately expect from life is that nothing will ever stay the same, nor will it ever be the same. You find change and evolution to be invigorating, whereas many other zodiac signs struggle with this. You're a mutable sign, which makes you one of the most flexible and courageous zodiac signs of all. This means that it's much easier for you to roll with the punches of electric Uranus. Our Great Awakener has left his retrograde phase behind him as he ventures back into direct motion for the months to come. This will bring more evolution to you and romantic partners in regard to morals and values. Do you feel overwhelmed? You should adjust your commitments when the moon in Pisces conjuncts Saturn in Pisces and squares Jupiter retrograde in Gemini. Usually, you can handle anything that is thrown your way. You are the type of person who can see personal commitments and professional obligations through. Although you can continue on this path, you may feel less stressed by focusing your attention. Adjust what you are responsible for at work and home. Adjusting your commitments will help improve your workload and work and life balance. Today's aspect gives you the feeling that nothing will be perfect unless you do it. Do you recognize those feelings? The anxiety in this mindset is fairly particular to you. The work ethic, the attention to detail, the stress about whether or not something's perfect all you. Well, take a deep breath and remind yourself that nothing is ever perfect. What's most important is how people feel how you feel. Your heart is in the right place, and that's all that matters. Leave your troubles behind on this day. It's time to get to work. With the essence of this day in the air, you're sure to notice that you are far more able to focus and concentrate on the tasks at hand than usual. Personal things won't get in the way and hard work will feel great for you. Make a list and then go for it. At the end of the day, take some time to enjoy the pride you will feel. It is just as the moon is not only leaving your communication sector but wrapping up the first new moon of 2025, that a friendly aspect between the sun here and Jupiter, in his final days in retrograde motion in your relationship sector peaks. After the moon's friendly aspect yesterday, your relationships and the doors still open to the past have already benefited from the boost that this and Mercury, the planet of communications return earlier in the week, has already given the communication lines. This will make it easier to move on while also finding it easier to give your relationships, the past and unsaid words, a voice. It is just as the moon is leaving your communication sector and bringing the new moon to a close that a friendly aspect between the sun here and Jupiter, in his final days in retrograde motion in your relationship sector peaks. This is the same aspect that the moon formed yesterday, and with Mercury, the planet of communication, in his early days in your communication sector, this is channeling maximum support into giving your emotional responses, relationships, the past and unsaid words a voice. Our eyes in the sky. Impatience, however, might be the biggest hurdle right now. When you have high hopes for something, it's natural to want results quickly. But some of the most meaningful successes don't happen overnight. They come from steady effort, careful planning, and the ability to trust the process. Have you ever made a quick decision, only to later wish you had given yourself more time to think it through? Right now, practicing restraint will be one of your greatest strengths. Whether it's a conversation, a decision, or a reaction to something unexpected, taking a moment to pause before acting will serve you well. Emotions may be heightened, and misunderstandings are more likely, so stepping back and allowing yourself to see the bigger picture will help you avoid unnecessary tension. Keeping an open mind is key. Not every perspective will align with yours, but some of the most valuable insights can come from unexpected places. Collaboration and discussion might lead you to answers you never would have arrived at alone. Even with these emotional fluctuations, there is a powerful energy of achievement surrounding you. When you allow yourself to be patient and approach tie-ins with clarity, you'll notice that one success leads to another. Have you ever had a moment where, after putting in the effort, your work was finally recognized, and it opened doors you hadn't even considered? That kind of energy is present now. Your ability to work with others, communicate effectively, and show up for yourself will draw the right opportunities your way. If you're presented with a chance to step into something new, trust yourself enough to explore it. Growth happens in the spaces where we feel slightly uncertain, and stepping out of your comfort zone might just lead to something incredible. The key is to approach each new decision with confidence rather than fear. If something in your current situation isn't working the way you had hoped, this is a perfect time to reassess your perspective. When you shift the way you look at things, the way you experience them also changes. Instead of getting caught up in frustration, ask yourself, what could I do differently? What is this moment teaching me? It's easy to place blame on external circumstances or even other people when things don't go as planned, but real growth happens when you take a step back and use every experience as a chance to learn about yourself. Reflection is one of the most valuable tools you have right now, and the more open you are to seeing things from a new angle, the more successful you'll be in navigating whatever comes your way. This period may also bring unexpected challenges in business, finances, or personal projects. You might feel like your ideas aren't gaining traction or that others aren't fully understanding your vision. That can be frustrating, but don't let temporary setbacks shake your confidence. Have you ever felt like you were pushing so hard to make something happen, only to realize later that waiting for the right timing would have made all the difference? Forcing something to work before it's ready could create more roadblocks than necessary, so if things aren't falling into place right now, take a deep breath and reassess. Sometimes, the best thing you can do is take a step back and allow things to unfold naturally. Keeping a level head, being strategic, and trusting that everything will align when the time is right will help you navigate this phase with ease. With so much shifting energy, it's important to make time for self-care. Stress and uncertainty can take a toll on both your mind and body, so finding moments of relaxation will be essential. You don't need an elaborate plan to take care of yourself. Sometimes, the simplest things can make the biggest difference. A long bath, listening to calming music, getting lost in a good book, or even stepping outside for fresh air can help restore your sense of balance. What's one small thing that always helps you feel at peace? Whatever it is, make space for it. Pay attention to how certain habits, whether it's excessive screen time, stress eating, or other distractions, affect your energy. Finding balance in your daily routine will help you feel more grounded and ready to handle whatever comes your way. At the heart of it all, this moment is about trusting yourself, embracing change, and recognizing that even uncertainty holds the potential for growth. You are stronger and more capable than you realize, and with the right mindset, you'll find that even challenges can lead to breakthroughs. Where in your life do you feel ready for a shift? What new possibilities are you hoping to step into? Trust that you have everything you need to move forward. The universe is guiding you, and all you have to do is take the next step with confidence.